I mean, is there a wrong way to make a pie? People out there that bake are like, yes, there is. Hi, welcome to Angel's Anything Show, and today I'm gonna show you how to make a pumpkin pie that gets you high. 'Tis the season for apple pies, pumpkin carving, apple carving. Basically, that's it, pumpkins and apples. And 'tis the season for lots of desserts. So I'm really excited about this video because I am not really good at baking. Good thing there's no smell-o-vision in here because these bad boys are charred on the bottom. Well, we're only a few minutes in and I'm already sweating like a pig. I'm exhausted, my creative energy is zapped from me. You're supposed to cook the apple stuff once you put it in the oven. You're not supposed to cook it first and then put it in the pie. But I've developed a method in how I bake it that makes it a super simple recipe. And it's also vegan. So let's get into it. Of course, this isn't just any pumpkin pie. This is a pumpkin pie that gets you high. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is get weed. That's important, you're gonna wanna get weed. And two, you're gonna wanna make cannabutter. Now, I'm not gonna go into that in this video. I will leave links below. There will be recipe links, cannabutter links, all the links. What I'm gonna tell you about this recipe is, it does not call for a lot of butter or oil. Not a lot. So if you want this to be strong, you need to make your cannabutter very highly concentrated, which is what I've done. I use a graham cracker crust. Instead of making a crust from scratch, which is very time consuming, graham cracker crust tips. And it's kind of like a new way to do a pumpkin pie, you know? You can get a graham cracker crust at any grocery store, this Keebler, and it's actually dairy-free and egg-free. It's not chemical-free though, there's a lot of chemicals inside. So the recipe that I'm taking from is the website Minimalist Baker. This is a great website if you just want like simple stuff and everything's been veganized, but I would recommend it. It's just a good website. It's just like simple cooking. Okay, so first things first, you wanna preheat your oven to 350 degrees. I've already done that. Do you ever go to the grocery store a million times because you keep forgetting ingredients and you go to like 3 grocery stores, then you come home and you're like, I still forgot a fucking ingredient. Well, that happened to me today. So there's no maple syrup in this recipe. So first we're gonna add 2 3/4 cup pumpkin puree. Already measured that out. Smells so good. And I'm using the Libby's 100% pumpkin puree, the standard. I feel like pumpkin smells more exciting than it tastes. Then we're gonna do a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. I went to 2 different grocery stores today to try to get ingredients I needed. And of course, I still forgot to get maple syrup. So we're gonna skip the maple syrup. And apparently we're gonna skip, where's the fucking sugar? Again, this recipe will be pasted below in the description box, as the kids say. A 1/3 cup of unsweetened plain almond milk. Most important part, 1 tablespoon of your melted cannabutter. In it goes. 2.5 tablespoons of cornstarch, pumpkin pie spice, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. Oh, because I didn't have maple syrup, I thought maybe I would add a little bit of vanilla extract just to give it the, you know, that woodsy flavor. Okay, we have this mixture and now it's time to get in there with this hand mixer because we want to make sure that the cornstarch doesn't get all lumpy. Probably should have used a blender for this. Okay, next step, pretty self-explanatory. Take your pumpkin pie mixture and just load it into the graham cracker crust or the pie crust of your choice. Definitely does not look like it's mixed. There's definitely a lot of clumps. You know what's cool about pumpkin pie? It's like, it's a pleasant taste, so even with just some mild things added to it, like it's still pretty good. And I'm gonna put ice cream on top of this anyway when I serve it, so it's not like this needs to be the sweetest thing ever. I mean, is there a wrong way to make a pie? People out there that bake are like, yes, there is. Okay, so we have the pumpkin pie. It looks crazy, but we're gonna put it in the oven at 350 degrees for, what do I have written? 58 to 65 minutes. You want the top to be slightly cracked, but still have some jiggle. Here we go. Okay guys, it's been an hour and change and the pie is done. You can see how I mean like the cracks, but it's still kind of jiggly in the center. So now, this is the hard part. You have to leave it in the fridge. The recipe says 4 to 6 hours, but preferably overnight. So I think that's what we're gonna do, leave it overnight. So you won't get to see me enjoy this pie on camera, but it smells really good. And how bad can you fuck up a pumpkin pie? You know what I mean? So, that's it. Pumpkin pie that gets you high. Pretty easy, right? Remember to check out all the links and info in the description box below. Follow me on Instagram at AngieKB for more. And thank you for watching this episode of Angel's Anything Show. See you next time. Goodbye. Now, I'm not a huge sweets person. I mean, give me a little weed, give me a pint of ice cream, we'll see what happens.